Most of us don't think about it, but all of our food is grown outside in the dirt, and the dirt has all these microbes, parasite larvae, and all these kinds of things. And when we consume them, then that just puts a load on our immune system. So I made an ozone generator and a degassing system so that we're not breathing toxic ozone and damaging our lungs. Hi, my name is Eileen Durfee, and I am a former nuclear power plant engineer, auditor, trainer, and I've been in real estate, managed nonprofit corporations. I kind of feel like I'm in a fourth life in this life. However, my whole life I've had problems with my health. So that led me to find solutions to problems. And one of the things that we face today are food contamination issues with Listeria, E. coli, Salmonella, all these pathogens that can literally kill us or make us sick. And so I found about the miracle of ozonated water back in the late 1990s. I first started making and drinking ozonated water and then using it to clean vegetables and fruits and foods that I would consume. So I made an ozone generator and a degassing system so that we're not breathing toxic ozone and damaging our lungs. The reason why you can't just buy a bottle of ozonated water is ozone is 3 molecules of oxygen, O1, O1, and O1. So you have an O3 molecule. Now in nature, anything that's not in pairs is very unstable, so that O1, third molecule, breaks off very quickly. And when it does, it oxidizes things. As a matter of fact, when there's contaminated groundwater, the EPA drills wells and ozonates the water and injects it to clean up toxic chemicals and petrochemicals and heavy metals and things that make people sick. And they found that 1 molecule of ozone, dissolved ozone, is equivalent to up to 10,000 molecules of bleach. Now, why can't we drink bleach, but we can drink ozonated water, might be something you're asking. And the reason being is ozone is smart. See, when we have healthy cells, they have a protective enzyme coating around them. And when that coating is around them, ozone passes them by. And it looks for the cells that are maybe grown out of control, because every day our body is recycling cells, making new cells. So this helps our body do that. And also, cells that don't have the protective enzyme coating are susceptible to infection, so they might have a virus or a bacteria or a parasite in them. So it's wonderful that ozone can oxidize those things, break them down, and help them get out of your system. And you're thinking that's pretty amazing, which, yeah, it's wonderful because nothing can mutate against it. It's not like an antibacterial soap or an antibiotic that makes superbugs, because this literally blows a hole in the membrane of the pathogen. So it can never resist its oxidation power. So that's one thing. But the next miracle is about the release of oxygen. When you take away O1, then you only are left with O2, which is pure oxygen. Now, we live indoors, we have sedentary jobs a lot of times, we're sitting way too much, and so we naturally have lower levels of oxygen in our body. And that's the dog chasing the tail syndrome, because, we want all those cells to have that enzyme coating, but our body is smart. It says, okay, I don't have enough oxygen, so we're gonna protect the brain, the bone marrow, some of these more important parts of the body, and then it, doesn't continue to make the enzyme coating on all these other cells. So when we drink ozonated water, it cleans up the liquid in our body, helps reduce our pathogen load, then it releases all kinds of oxygen. So then more of our cells get that protective enzyme coating, which enhances immunity. Actually, on the box of the degasser, it quotes several studies that ozonated water benefits include increases in glutathione peroxidase, superoxide dismutase, catalase, prostacyclin, red blood cell glycolysis rate, oxygen metabolism, and it inactivated bacteria, viruses, fungus, yeast, and protozoa. You can check on PubMed for those studies. So ozonated water is wonderful, but why don't we see it in wider use? It's because when you breathe ozone gas, it causes permanent lung damage. So a lot of people are afraid of ozone or they're using it incorrectly. We've got the ozone generator. There's lots of different kinds of generators out there. This one generates ozone into water. But I created a filtering cap to go on an ordinary jar that gets rid of any of the gas that doesn't dissolve in the water. So there's two methods of getting ozone gas into water. It's through diffusion, which is bubbling through small holes, which comes in this kit, the diffusers. And then there's under pressure for Venturi injection. So when we're dealing with a household device that's diffusing and bubbling ozone gas into water, only 15% of the gas stays in the water. The rest goes in the air. So inhaling ozone gas causes permanent lung damage. So my son was at the University of Washington doing biology and chemistry classes, and I was asking him why, how does this work? Well, one thing is that the ozone gas competes with oxygen receptor sites in the lungs. So a lot of people that say they love the smell of ozone gas and go, it makes me breathe deeper. Well, do you realize, people, that that's your body going, I'm starved for oxygen, so it's making you breathe deeper? And your lung tissue is full of lipids, and so those are especially susceptible to oxidation by the ozone gas. So it's like your skin peeling from overexposure to the sun. It's like a sunburn on your lungs. It's permanently damaging your lung tissue. So you need to degas the ozone, even if you like the smell of it, and quit breathing it. Now there's another group of population that says, oh yeah, I love the smell of ozone. The first thing I ask them is so how's your gut health? Do you have abdominal pain, intestinal distress, or anything like that? They go, oh yeah, I do. One of the side effects of inhaling ozone gas is exactly that problem. And so when I get those people to understand that, they quit inhaling the ozone gas, their intestinal upset vanishes. And so it's very important to degas your ozone. So what I'd like to do next is unbox this generator and show you the components, how to put it together and use it.